Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Velocity channel, where this is your bridge to financial freedom. Today we have a real scenario. Someone wants to get the rest of their car paid off, but they do not want to take 3 years. They want to pay it off quickly, and we're going to have the quickest we've ever paid off a car in this show, and I'm going to show you how we do it after this. I want you to like, share, and subscribe so that everyone around the world, shout out to Lisbeth over there in Netherlands, okay, can know the power of velocity banking. All right, are you ready? All right, let's get into this. Lily, this is the day that you find out how quick you can get rid of these loans. With all of the lines of credit that you have, and you have a lot, okay, we're only going to use about $10,000 of it, and we don't even need that, all right? Now, you don't have a big of a balance, so we're not even going to put the monthly payment here, because we're going to say, listen, this is $10,000 clean, okay? Doesn't matter the interest on it. Maybe yours is 28, maybe yours is 30. It doesn't matter at all. Why? Because we're going to be using our line of credit in a different way. So as is our custom, let's see what's going on here. And what's going on is we've got 2 auto loans that we want paid off quickly, all right? We've got one, and she's been paying on it, right? So this wasn't the original balance, but she wants it paid off in less than 3 years. And we're gonna do that. $2,400 at 10%, $453 each and every month. That's what she's paying right now. But that $453 is not going towards the principal. Remember, we already showed you in past videos how that's getting split up, and the split is more towards the bank's favor as this interest rate goes up, all right? So let's say it was $200 to the bank and $230 something to the principal, okay? $5,500 is the loan here on the other loan at 12%. And they say, you know what, $276 each and every month. And oh, by the way, it doesn't matter if you get rid of the principal, like let's say we get rid of it by $2,000, $3,000, you're still gonna have to pay the $276 each and every month. And the only problem with that is that it's going away from us. We want that cash flow to come toward us, as we will find out how to do right now. We have our line of credit here, not doing anything. And that's a shame, because the line of credit can be doing so much more for us. Instead of it not doing anything and yielding us zero, how about we use it so that we can have zeros? Perhaps like that, or something like that, to where that cash flow has increased because we've paid off those loans. How are we going to do that? How are we going to capture, what is this, $729 worth of cash flow, just like this? Now remember, they want her out of this in 3 years, right? 3 years for this one and 3 years for this loan. But let me show you how to get out of it in 3 seconds. Lily, write a check, hand them your card, and let them know that you're a velocity banker. And you believe in using the bank's tools to your advantage. So as you hand them the card, and of course we go over all of this, and you can actually have a system towards paying off houses, right, lands. A whole system is dedicated towards things like this, so that you can do it on your own without anybody holding your hand, right? The system is for you. And so $10,000, hand them that card. Take $2,400 and $5,500, okay? And say, I want to pay them both off right now. And what you're going to be doing is you're actually going to be transferring the debt. It is a move that we like to call transferring debt. Why? Why in the world would I do that, CJ? Because that line of credit is 22%, while over here we're only paying 10% for one loan and another 12% on the other one. Why in the world would I pay 22% on, what is that, $7,900? Because it's calculated differently. That's why. And plus, you can't have your whole income go inside of the loan, and you can't use that money anymore, but you can on the line of credit. Okay, so we're going to be using, at least for a little while, our line of credit as our new checking account. So now our balance is $7,900 because we did the intelligent move and we swapped or transferred, right, the debt. So now we're placing the loans inside of our lines so that we are out of these loans completely. They give us the title. We say, thank you very much. And they start asking you questions like, well, aren't you afraid of that interest rate on the line of credit? And you say, no, because I know it's calculated differently. And perhaps they call finance out, and then maybe they call the finance police because you're not supposed to know that. So go ahead and get out of there as quickly as you can as soon as you pay it off, all right? $7,900, and let's say you have a cash flow of $2,000, right? It's not going to take you very long to get out of this line of credit balance of $7,900. Matter of fact, let's go and round up to 8,000. 8,000 divided by 2,000 is what? 4. It's going to take you approximately 4 months to get out of the line of credit, but isn't 4 months quicker than 3? And oh, by the way, in 3 seconds, you handed them your card, right? And you were out of both of these loans in about 3 seconds. 3 seconds each, maybe 10 seconds each, okay? And so you're done. And so now what we want you to do is we want you to think a little deeper, right? What happens next? Now that we are out of the loans, let's go ahead and put an X through it. You want to? Because that's your victory right here. Now that you're out of these loans, what else are you going to do? Believe it or not, it's not okay to leave money staying stagnant. You've got to move that money around. What are you investing in so that you can increase in your cash flow and get rid of perhaps other debts that you have? Maybe student loans, maybe there's some credit cards, maybe there's other debts that you have. What can we do? And after we're done with that, where can we place our money so that it grows? And that's why we have a whole automated velocity banking system for you, letting you know what to do with the money that you have. It actually shows you, hey, you actually have an extra $1,000 or $2,000. Would you like to invest in something, right? Even with the risks, right? You can calculate your risk, can't you? Let's say you have a low threshold for risk. That's okay. You can only risk $50, let's say. Let's risk that $50. If you've seen the light, right, and you say, man, I want a $5,000 education, or I want a $10,000 software system, whatever, you can say, Money Max, can I afford that? Type the numbers in, and it'll share with you if you can afford it or not. Because, folks, I don't know about you, but there's a reason we don't use typewriters anymore. It's not that they don't work. It's just that they're not as efficient and as effective as computers. There's a reason why we don't do the horse and buggy, perhaps, you know, on a romantic night, right? But in order to get from Dallas, Texas, let's say all the way up to New York in the wintertime, which one would you rather have? So it's all about the vehicle, isn't it? It's not that what you're doing is wrong. It's not that your credit union or your bank is wrong. Is that good enough for you? And that's where we have to go. To that place where we want to reach a little higher and see if we can have this work for us. All right, folks, thank you so much. If you have any questions, you want to know what this Money Max or this velocity banking system is all about, please let me know, because there's way more options than this. If you didn't like doing the $10,000 towards, right, the putting the $7,900 towards this loan, you don't have to, and you can still get out, completely out in months, right? Because we know the importance of time and balance, and we use that in our favor, because that is what it's all about. God bless you, and we'll see you in another video.